Not Ashley. Ashley can give less, can give a flying, you know what, about Dusty. My bad. I don't like you. I stand on not liking you. This girl, because I'm finna break it down like a fraction. All I hear is womp, 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 womp. Hey Velbies, it's me, Ashley, and I'm back with another video. So yeah, welcome to the vault. Alright. Obviously, every YouTube video is pre-recorded, but this is a pre-recorded. This is going to the vault, okay? And this is not going to be posted until I graduate from cosmetology school. So yeah, but in the vault, we are spilling the tea, okay? And I gotta do this now because if I do it in the future, I'm probably not gonna be having as much detail. I'm gonna dig back and dig deep, and I'm not gonna feel like doing it in the future. But now I got time today, and we're gonna go through the vault today. So get your snacks, get your blanket, whatever. Like, I am spilling all of the tea. This is going to be my first semester of cosmetology story times. Okay, it is story times in one. All right, this is why this is happening after I graduate cosmetology, because this is just a lot. Like a lot. Like, people, they just be going through so much, and like, since I'm there, it's like y'all can't be stressing me y'all over your BS. Like, you just can't. But I'm gonna talk about it though, because I experienced it. So this is my point of view of the things that went on. And yeah, it is what it is. Let's get into it. So first, let me introduce you to the characters. Because yes, we're gonna have code names. So it's gonna be a group of people, right? We're gonna call them the idiots, okay? Keep them in mind. Keep everybody in mind, but yeah, the idiots. I call them the idiots because this technically wasn't my class. They was like the class before us, and they thought it was all that because they had their 750 hours or whatnot. So they was already at the halfway part, right? But yeah, this is just the idiots. So idiot 1 is Dusty, okay? Idiot 2 is Lollipop. Idiot 3, Tootsie Roll. Idiot 4, Bad Apple. And idiot 5, she's not necessarily an idiot, but she part of the class. We're gonna call her OCD. I never had an issue with OCD, but 1, 2, 3, and 4 had an issue with. Right. Alrighty. And then my former classmates, some are actually formal and some are current at this time of the recording, but these are the people that was in my actual class, okay? My class is called Ski, okay? That was an inside joke in the class. We just called ourselves Ski at the time. I came up with the name because Ski was popular at that time, and like, yeah. So in the Ski class, we got a girl named Dinosaur / Dino. We got Dinosaur Jr. / Junior, because she really was Dinosaur Jr. We got Dumbo. We got Pumpkin. Okay. Anybody else is a random, or I'm just gonna have like a little random code name for them. But yeah, but those are the characters that are involved in this. Or I'm gonna just call them classmates instead of random. So yeah, first things first. So let me tell you about my first day of school, okay? Because when I filmed my first day of school, which was like first day of cosmetology school, one of the videos on this page, I didn't go into it then because that was my literal first day. Like, I didn't know what I was walking into, and my first days be like a brief summary. Like, I'm not gonna like just nitpick every little thing, but I have a great memory. So what happened then, I remember that, like, these mental notes all the time. So yeah, so my first day, it was interesting, but it wasn't bad. However, that was the introduction of the idiots, okay? And the reason why they are the idiots is they rubbed me the wrong way. I'm only speaking for me. I'm not sure about anybody else, but they did rub me the wrong way. Like, what they said wasn't necessarily wrong. Like, they always did tell the truth. However, they will give unsolicited advice. And I didn't ask you for your unsolicited advice. Not only that, like, they will tell you something before the teacher tell you something, and it'll be very matter of factually. And I'm like, girl, who are you? I do not know you at all. Like, why are you talking to me? And then it's like, how you gonna mean girl somebody? Like, this ain't high school. Like, your title means nothing to me. I don't care that you got your 750 hours. Like, I don't. That's a big whoop to you, not to me. Okay, and just because you got yours for me don't mean that you mean anything to me. Okay, let's start there. And they was like just straight up rude in your face, and I didn't like that. I did it. Like, they're just no. So day one, Dusty wanted to tell me that I was out of uniform. Girl, who are you? Okay, a lot of people were out of uniforms day one because it's day one. Okay. And how was I out of uniform? Like, our uniforms, like, at the time for day one, you had to show up in all white scrubs and a lab coat. I had on all white scrubs and a lab coat. So I'm like, how in the world am I out of uniform? Like, what? And she picked me because, like, I sat at the front of the class. So they came in the front of the class, wanted to tell us who they are, this, that, and the third. And since I sit in the front, of course, like, somebody just gonna pick on me just because they want to. And she's like, see, you have on black socks. You're not allowed to have on black socks. She's gonna write you up for that. And you got on a black undershirt. You're not allowed to have on a black undershirt. It has to be white. Like, you have to be all white head to toe. Who you talking to? Like, I don't know you. You not finna make no example out of me. You is not. Like, girl, shut up. Nobody asked you for this. Nobody at all. Like, and the teacher sat back and let him do it. And I don't know what the teacher was doing, but I do know that Dusty and the rest of them told me that. So I was like the example. And I'm like, girl, who is you talking to? Like, just don't do me. Just don't. So yeah. So day one, I ain't like Dusty then. Because, girl, what? So then, Lollipop, she is an airheaded like girl. Okay, like that's why her name Lollipop. Big head, skinny body, airhead like, right? Okay. The whole idiotic group is low-key mean girls, and Dusty is their leader. Okay, that like, they can't stand on their own without Dusty, and they even can't stand on their own with Dusty. So they just get bold with Dusty. But anyway, so Airhead, she ain't really want to talk to me, and it's not just me, everybody else as well. But she was like, oh, I like your blonde. Not this blonde. Okay, my hair was like blonde then, but it was a different blonde. Like, it was more so overgrown, shadow roots. It was a nice shade and toned and stuff. Okay. She's like, I like your blonde. Did you do it yourself? I'm like, no. And then she's like, okay, who did it? What products you used? This, that, and third. Why? I'm a gatekeeper. I am. Okay, because first of all, I already know you don't like me. I get the vibe you don't like me. You think I'm gonna tell you information and you don't like me? No, you need to get out how you live. Okay, you rubbed me the wrong way. I'm gatekeeping. And even if you did figure it out, because I know I'm not the inventor of blondes or whatnot, you can never, okay? You can never do it like I do it. But yeah. So then, so Bad Apple, so day one, she was all like, you gonna have to earn the opportunity for me to help you. So I'm like, girl, who are you? You are not nobody. You're not. You act like it's an honor to be in a room with you. I don't know you from a can of paint. Never seen you before. Probably ain't gonna never see you again. If I do see you again, I'ma definitely act like I don't know you. Because technically I don't. Okay? So yeah. Whatever. Like chill out. Because, and how it got to that, my teacher, she was like, yeah, don't be asking each other for help. I will help you. And if I can't help you, I'm gonna assign you to one of the idiots. And then her idiotic be a Bad Apple was like, yeah, you have to earn the right. Girl, go sit down. And a little story time, it's gonna be story times. I was struggling real bad with my finger waves. Okay, I'm not the best at finger waves. Like, I cannot get it for nothing. So in my own time, I went to one of my classmates' house. We can call this one Goldie, okay? I went to Goldie's house. Goldie taught me the finger wave, all right? But me practicing, I practiced what Goldie taught me. but my teacher would assign me to Bad Apple, and Bad Apple wasn't that great of a teacher. So when I did call on for the finger waves, the teacher's like, oh, look at that. So then of course, like, she showed Bad Apple, because in her eyes Bad Apple was like my mentor. And Bad Apple was like, oh, okay, girl, I see you, courtesy to Bad Apple. And I'm like, girl, go sit down, like, please, because I got this on my own. You was really not that helpful. So yeah, but that didn't happen the first day, like the courtesy of Bad Apple stuff like that. That was just something. But yeah. So Tootsie Roll, the other idiot. So Tootsie Roll and Lollipop are like this as well, even though they act like they not, but like they are. Like, they weird. But she was just side-eyeing and rolling her eyes the whole day. I'm like, girl, if you don't want to be here, you don't want to be here. Like, you just got a stink attitude. And I don't understand why people be having stink attitudes and think it's cute. It's not. It's not. So yeah. So that was that. That happened the first day. I'm like, I can barely know my own classmates in the ski, but I already know who y'all are. Alright. So yeah. So my first week there, that was a doozy too. Like, day one was already, I'm like, okay, it's day one, whatever. But the first week, I'm like, dang, what did I sign up for? Like, is this normal? No, it's not normal. Excuse me. So the first week, Dinosaur comes to class, okay? She never came the first day of school. Like, we all know that. Like, my teacher, she was like, where y'all classmates at? We don't know. We don't even know who our classmates are yet. But I do remember Dinosaur was not there. So her first day was the second day, right? So the second day was her first day, right? So on her first day there, she was already talking about her miscarriage, okay? And that's unfortunate. It really is. Like, I don't wish to tell nobody. So it's like, oh, okay, poor you, because I guess she was saying how, like, she missed the first day because she was still healing. I don't know. So yeah, he was like, okay, poor you, it's okay. You gonna get over it, but like, that's deep. You're strong. So, however, the whole first week though, Dinosaur would show up late. That's just disrespectful. Like, why are you showing up late? And she will be rude as well and have attitudes, and like, you just can't be late and rude. That's just that. So we had to briefly switch classrooms because our original classroom, the AC was out. So we had to go to a classroom that was located downstairs in the building, right? So when we having our class and stuff, like what's expected, and just started on book work, because we didn't start working on mannequins immediately. Like, we had to do our book work first and take like tests and to learn it. So it was school, literally. Like, it's always school, but like just taking notes and going to lunch and stuff. That's what it was. The idiots will barge into our class. And I'll be like, why? I mean, the teacher operate like that, she operate like that, but like, I was genuinely confused. I'm like, where are these idiots teachers at? Because I know this, you're not their teacher, but even the idiot teacher will barge into, and she was a new teacher. Like, my teacher didn't even know their teacher. Like, it was stupid. It was just ridiculous. But it was overall rude on the idiots we had, because I'm like, we are having class. We are learning basic stuff, and you sitting there barging in, trying to sit in our class, basically being nosy. I didn't like that. I don't. Because, like, don't you have something else to do than to be worried about me? Or in my class? Like, I didn't get it. So, and then the fact that they barged in downstairs, like, if you had to barge in, I could see you in the same class, like our next door, because technically our class, our original one, is like a classroom inside a classroom, but it's still separated by walls and whatnot. You came all the way downstairs to see what we was doing. That's ridiculous. So yeah. So, and then the time that they barged in, the teacher was already in a serious conversation. She was like, look y'all, or serious lecture, whatever. But she was like, look y'all, you have to be on time. You have to carry yourself in a professional manner, and this, that, and third. I understand, I get it. Like, that's just general stuff. Alrighty? And what she's saying are like just amen and stuff, like in the back, like, I ain't asked you that. I ain't asked you, but since they was there, the teacher would be like, yeah, like tell them a time that happened to you, and so I would show up late and I'd be locked out, and then like I had to see in the hallway. Okay, oh, I didn't need a vouch or amen. Just, why are you here? But yeah, so the teacher dismissed Dinosaur because she was being very disrespectful, and Dinosaur had to make a grand exit. Like, she was shaking the table, and like when the teacher like, well, you can leave, she was like, fine by me. So she just did the most leaving, and the idiots were all like laughing and mugging, like basically like got this, oh, another one bites the dust, she ain't gonna make it. And I'm like, bro, why are you here? This is not your business. Like, this is not Beyond Scared Straight. Like, they weird. That's why they idiots. So yeah. So then by that time, because this is the first week, I'm pretty sure by the second or third day we made the group chat. Okay? The ski group chat, the first one. We don't get into the group chats and all. So after Dinosaur done left, she's pleading her case in the group chat, going all off, and we're like, girl, we don't even know you, we really don't care. You telling the wrong people. You need to tell the teacher that. Okay? Like, bruh, it was a hot mess. It was. And then fast forward, it wasn't necessarily the first week, but it was like the beginning of the second week. But I know the beginning of the second week, we started working on our mannequins, right? Dusty would literally watch us work on our mannequins, and that was like the beginning of finger waving, okay? Like, we just trying to figure out like how to like what we working with. And she's like, oh, it's so funny watching y'all struggle. Why are you watching people struggle? Why are you in here? Like, that's weird. If somebody watch people struggle, now, I'm just not talking about this. Like, anybody, if they like to watch people struggle, something's mentally wrong with them. Like, it's already gonna be stuff from the dough. Hey y'all, it's me cutting in. If you see me like in other clips cutting in and all, it's just me editing and whatnot. So this is a story that I forgot to tell in the initial recording. So yeah, so I truly do believe that the idiots were trying to sabotage us. I hate the glasses. Yeah, the idiots always had it out for us since day one, like literally, and I believe that they were trying to sabotage us. So here's why. So on the syllabus, it did say we need a mannequin. However, it never said what type of mannequin or whatnot. Even like my first day video, I had a mannequin. I had a curly hair mannequin, right? But apparently we didn't need a curly hair one. We needed a straight hair mannequin. Okay, so I'm like, okay, fine, that's cool. In those days, we were getting out early, and I took advantage of that to like get my mannequin. So I went to the hair store, got the mannequin, and came back. Sooner the better. Like, I was one of the first ones with like their correct mannequin. Mind you, I had a mannequin day one. Some people ain't even had mannequins at all, so they were like trickle in. They're like, okay, you got your mannequin, cool. Put your name on it and give it to the idiots, and they're gonna permit for their class grade to see how good they are at permit. And yeah, so I was one of the first ones to turn it in. Okay, let me specify that. First ones to turn mine in, right? So I give it to one of the idiots. Okay, so fast forward, like, it's been days, okay? Like, days, the weekends, and plus days coming in. The teacher's like, okay, look, y'all need to work on y'all mannequin. I'll give y'all plenty of time to got it done. So it's time for wet work. That's what we call wet hairstyling, wet work and whatnot. So I'm looking for my mannequin. I'm like, that's strange, I don't have my mannequin. So I tell the teacher, I'm like, hey teacher, where's my mannequin? She's like, ask one of the idiots. So I'm like, hey idiots, where's my mannequin? There's like, what's your name? And I told them my name. There's like, that one's still getting work done. What you mean? I turned mine in days ago. Why is it still getting work done? I'm like, okay, fine. So Bad Apple was all like, well, you can use my mannequin if you want to, but that wasn't like being friendly. That was like, she don't got no mannequin, let me just let her use mine or whatever. Like, that was not out of generosity or genuinosity. I don't even know that's a word, but yeah. So I'm like, okay, thanks Bad Apple, but I'm like, I really don't want to work on Bad Apple's mannequin because I had my mannequin. Where my mannequin at? So I work on Bad Apple's mannequin, do what I gotta do, fast forward, end of the day. So normally Dusty is the last one to leave, okay? Like, that's just what Dusty does. And I don't know what Dusty do. Literally, I don't, because it's not like she working on anybody. She just likes to leave last, okay? Stay there the whole day that we stay there. But anyway, so Dusty wants to collect mannequin heads. She's like, who had an idiot mannequin? Okay, give it to me. So I'm like, do you want me to wash it or something? Like, what's going on? She's like, just give it here. I'm like, okay, fine, whatever. So fast forward, next day, my mannequin's done. I'm like, okay, good. I can work on my mannequin. Yippee. So I get to start working on my mannequin. I'm deep into working. Dusty busts into class and was all like, okay, who had an idiot mannequin yesterday? And I raised my hand. Some other people did too. And they was like, okay, well, you need to wash it. Whole time I'm thinking, I'm like, girl, I offered yesterday to wash it. You could have gave me a washing tutorial for this mannequin here yesterday. I don't feel like washing it now. You see, I'm busy. Like, okay. But she's like, you need to wash. So I had to stop what I was doing to wash out somebody's mannequin. But Dusty's so ridiculous, okay, and discombobulated she is. Like, she just thinks she run everything and she don't. So she just tossing out mannequin heads, literally. Okay, not asking who had what. She's just like, here, you get a head, you get a head. Okay, I washed the head to the best of my abilities. At this time, I don't even know how to wash a mannequin head, because yes, there is a proper way of washing it. So I do what I do. And I'm doing this by myself. Like, I don't have a tutorial, so I'm washing it the way I wash it, whatever it is, whatever, okay? So I washed the head, and I look at the name. I'm like, it wasn't even Bad Apple's mannequin. It was Lollipop's mannequin. So I'm like, you know what? Since I think they run everything, and they know I washed the mannequin. That's that. I don't know where Bad Apple mannequin is to this day. And she never asked me about it, but yeah. I don't know what Bad Apple mannequin is. I watched our Lollipops, but yeah, because Dusty wanted to play teacher role, whatever, and she sucked at it. So fast forward, I'm working on my mannequin, right? It's very difficult, okay? And the teacher even said, she's like, this wasn't processed right. I'm like, okay, well, can I get it reprocessed? She's like, no, you're just gonna have to work what you got. And at that time, it was like buku people. So my mannequin got reprocessed. That means a whole lot of other people mannequin had to be reprocessed. So I had to thug it out. Even somebody else who been to cosmetology school before, and it's like they second go around and all. This is a good classmate of mine. She was like, this wasn't even processed right. I'm like, exactly. So then I show my mom. My mama is a licensed cosmetologist, okay? So I'm working on it, and she even was like, this is not processed right. So 3 freaking people are telling me that my mannequin wasn't processed right. That's because them idiots are sabotaging. But yeah, back to whatever story. So, and why are you doing that? Like, because you're not helping us. You're not beneficial at all. So let me tell you about the group chat part 1. So that was the first thing, the first week, but now we into the group chat part 1. Okay, this is probably within the month of school, first month, I don't know, but we wasn't there long. But we was still to the point that we was finally getting to know who's who in class, like putting faces to names and whatnot, and learning people's personalities. So in the group chat, Donald randomly texting us, like blowing up our phones. Like, this is after school. Okay, I don't know if it's after school or on the weekend, but like, I remember I was studying for a test, okay? And I'm pretty sure other people were studying for a test too, okay? So this is our study time, and she blowing up the group chat. It's like ding, ding, ding every 2 seconds. And I know with me, I have a Mac, so I'm getting ding, ding, dings on the Mac and the phone. Like, I was just a ring-a-dinging, so I know if I was a ring-a-dinging, the others were ring-a-dinging too. So she's going off, she's sending screenshots, and she's accusing us of playing on her phone, talking about who playing on my phone, who's sending these nasty text messages, I'ma get you when I get you. So I look at the screenshots that she sent, and they are nasty text messages. It's not news or anything, but it's like basically teasing her, like in a bullying manner, and it was very, very harsh and disrespectful. And everybody in the group chat was like, oh man, with all due respect, that number is not in the group chat. We don't know who's taking your phone this. And they was texting her on some personal information. We don't know each other personally, so like, how would we know that? We do not know that information about you unless you told it to somebody. I don't know. Whoever wasn't playing on her phone, That was somebody that she knew. But she was like, okay, so y'all texting me off a fake number? No, we are not. She's like, alright. But she going off, she cursing at us, and she was like, I'ma slap y'all when I see y'all. Y'all ain't about nothing, yeah. Okay, girl. Me as Ashley, you playing on my phone, okay, telling me, accusing me of lying to you, this, that, and third. I'm done with you, okay? People don't get many chances with me. Alright, that's unfortunate that that girl got them text messages, but like, bruh, if you say F me, stand on it, okay? The next day, she ain't stop nobody. What happened to all that rah-rah? And she was being very nice, like fake nice, like, oh, hey, how y'all doing? Y'all had a good sleep, this, that, and third. Girl, no, you just cursed us out. You said you was gonna stab somebody, what's good? I ain't saying nothing. I'm like, okay, I know what you want. So you all that text, you a gangster texter, but you ain't about nothing. Okay? And if you was mad at the class for whatever reason, you don't have to be fake nice to us. You could have stayed to yourself. But yeah, that was that. And now let me tell y'all about Dumbo and Dumbo's story. This is one, because that girl there. So Dumbo is a Dumbo. That's why her name is Dumbo. Dumbo was originally cool with Dinosaur and Dinosaur Jr. I don't know why, how, when. I don't care. Like, this is me outside looking in. Like I said, near them. So of course I'm aware of my surroundings. But they was real cool. They was buddy. And then when it was lunchtime, they would like eat lunch together and all. I'm like, okay, they're a little trio. So yeah. However, Dinosaur barely show up to school. Dinosaur and Dinosaur Jr. Because I guess Dinosaur Jr. Caught a ride with Dinosaur. So basically, if Dinosaur wasn't there, Dinosaur Jr. wasn't there. Which means if Dumbo was there, because Dumbo didn't necessarily ride with them, she was there by herself. So the next best thing was Pumpkin. However, I don't know what went on between Pumpkin and Dinosaur, but Dinosaur and Pumpkin don't like each other. Okay, I don't know, that's on them. That's that. So if Pumpkin and Dinosaur don't like each other and Dumbo knows this, why is Dumbo trying to be cool with Pumpkin? Like, I don't get it. Ain't that your friend? But yeah. And Pumpkin didn't really care for Dumbo, because she was like, bruh, please get away from me. Like, why are you deriding me? Like, I don't like who you hang out with. You're not gonna be with me and them. Like, pick your side. So yeah, that was that right there. Okay. Dumbo will follow Pumpkin around like a lost puppy, okay, on that derided stuff. So Dumbo was in an alleged domestic violence relationship. Now look, I do not play about domestic violence at all, and I'm finna get into what it was alleged. So Dino behind Dumbo's back. So one day Dino came to class. I guess Dino and Dino Jr. I don't know, Dino Jr. is very irrelevant because the girl said nothing. She followed Dino around like a lost puppy, and I wouldn't even know that she was in the class or not. So I can't remember if Dino Jr. is there or not, but I know Dino was there and Dumbo wasn't. But everybody had an idea that there was a trio. So behind Dumbo's back, Dino's all like, oh yeah, Dumbo's in a domestic violence relationship. Her boyfriend be beating on her. So everybody's looking at Dino like, why are you telling your friend's business? And if you so-called witnessed this, why didn't you do anything about it? So we are like, Dinosaur is weird. We've been to Dinosaur is weird, but every time it's something different. Dinosaur been weird on every single time. So yeah. On top of that, we didn't know Dinosaur was lying. That Dinosaur is crazy. Okay. So we're like, I don't know, this girl lying. We just come out and I get to do all her hair because what's she talking about? Because nobody asked her. It's unsolicited advice. Like, she just randomly starts talking and starts talking to the whole class. I'm like, ooh. So, fast forward, just days and stuff, and me getting to learn Dumbo's character. Dumbo will always play victim. Always. They should be like, oh, my boyfriend beat on me, or oh, I'm mad at Dino, telling the class that about the relationship between Dumbo and her abusive so-called boyfriend. Alright. Or then she be like, oh, at home life, I just go do this, that, and the third. Like, it's always what was me with her. And you be like, girl, what you want us to do about it? Like, for real. And then Dumbo will be mad at people telling her business back to her. Like, we'll just give our advice, because she like really be asking for advice, borderline telling your business is out there, somebody can tell you something. So one of the classmates will be like, well, you know, you should do this, that, and third. And then she'll be like, mind your business. How are we supposed to mind your business? You always tell us your business without us even wanting to know your business. Like, make it make sense. So yeah, fast forward again. So by this time it's like October. It's October is the Domestic Violence Awareness Month. So this is how I know it's October. So fast forward is that, and our school has a domestic violence awareness thing, and a domestic violence awareness company people support group was there. Okay, like the CEO, chairman, I don't know, the head lady was there, and she was telling us her story, and it's like, please feel free to reach out. Here's my number. Even if you don't call me because you're not in one, if you know somebody, please, like, I'm here to help regardless, right? And we was like, hey, Dumbo, talk to that lady. And Dumbo, I did see Dumbo talk to her lady. She's seeking help. Right. Even the class was like, hey, Dumbo, we will help you out the best way we can, but you can't force nobody to accept help if they don't want it. You just can't. Dumbo ain't want no help. She just wanted something to talk about. And that's really sick and unfortunate, but that's on her. So then days will go by, just me also figure out Dumbo's character. And 1 minute she'll be playing victim, like, what was me? And the next minute she talking real hard, like she just stand on everything. So now I'm like, girl, be quiet, because you was just quiet. And Dumbo claimed to be pregnant. However, me as Ashley, I never thought Dumbo was pregnant. Okay, that's on that. If she was pregnant, she was pregnant. If she not, that's sick. But I never thought that she was pregnant. I thought she made that up. Okay? And when I first heard something about Dumbo being pregnant, I just brushed it off. I'm like, okay, whatever. That girl not pregnant. Dumbo then started acting like she is pregnant until another girl in the class announced that she was pregnant. And she's like, oh yeah, me too. I'm like, oh my goodness. Whatever. So, the actual pregnant girl, she would actually have sicknesses. She would actually not be able to eat stuff. Some days, like, it was the beginning, like some days she wouldn't show up. And I did notice, like, with the actual pregnant girl, her body started changing. Dumbo stayed the exact same the whole entire time, okay? And me and Plunkett would ask Dumbo, we'll be like, hey Dumbo, how far along are you? Dumbo will be like, oh, I'm about a month. How you been about a month for a month? Like, you not two? Not only that, every pregnant woman I don't talk to, if you ask them how far along they are, they will give you a specific week and tell you when they'll be their next week on whatever day. Okay? With the pregnant girl, the actual pregnant girl, we'll ask her, how far along are you? She'll tell you right at the back. Dumbo never really had or said anything. We asked her, has she been to the doctor? It'll be like, yes, no, maybe so. Like, she'll just be lying. We're like, girl, whatever. Like, get out our face. So, yeah. And then Dumbo would tell me stories about, like, how she would get drunk or just be partying, okay, while pregnant. Okay, like, she'll be like, oh, yeah, last Friday I did this, that, and third. I'll be like, aren't you pregnant? And then other classmates, they'll be like, yeah, Dumbo be trying to hit vapes and all. And we'll be like, well, aren't you pregnant? Like, you can't hit no vape while you pregnant. I'm like, you can do a lot of things while pregnant, but Dumbo ain't really pregnant. She just faking it, honestly. And then Dumbo would just tell us stories. It's all her business how she like messing with 3 dudes, okay? Like, she was messing with the abuser and like some 2 other dudes. And we all like, girl, why are you telling us this? Not only that, your stories never make sense, and the way it's adding up, you're the issue. Okay, you are the issue. You need to get yourself together. And if you was pregnant, why are you messing with 3 dudes? Like, ugh. Alright, y'all, let me give you an example of how Dumbo's story was just not make sense and would not add up at all. So, boom. So, Dumbo has a boyfriend, okay? I guess. We're gonna call him abuser. No way, shape, or form I condone domestic violence at all. So, word got out that Dumbo was in an abusive relationship, okay? And we was like, why won't you just leave him? And she's like, I'm gonna leave him. Like, just stuff like that of a victim. Okay. When she was initially telling us these stories, or like what she'll be doing with her like abusive boyfriend, she made it seem like they did not live together. Come to find out they did. Keep that in mind. So randomly she's like, I work at basically a sub place, like Subway, Firehouse Sub, Jersey Mike, something like that. But she's like, yeah, so I was at work and the Candyman came in. We just gonna use Candyman, but you know he was selling some other stuff, okay? So she's like, yeah, my mama Candyman came in and recognized me, and I made his sandwich or whatnot, and he was like, oh, you cute, let me get your number. So that's what Dumbo was telling me and Pumpkin, okay? Because we kind of sitting right next to each other. So I'm like, oh, okay, did you and your boyfriend break up? Basically, her and the abuser. And she's like, yeah, we broke up. I'm like, okay, well, if you're ready to move on, move on. That's what me as an Ashley telling her. I'm like, okay, if you want a better relationship or whatnot, you want to have a little fun, you can mess with the Candyman, right? And Pumpkin said the same thing. I'm like, yeah, mess with the Candyman. Why not? Okay. She's like, no, I ain't gonna do it. Like, you know, my mama this, that, and that. I'm like, bro, you grown. Do what you do. I knew she was gonna mess with the Candyman. Okay, I guess she just wanted us to condone her bad behavior. I don't know. Okay. And at that time, me and Pumpkin did not know about her situation like that. So fast forward, she's like, okay, I started talking to the Candyman. So yeah, so Dumbo's like, oh, I started talking to the Candyman. I'm like, okay, big whoop, good job. What you want me to do? Congratulate you? Like, okay, that's cool, that's nice, whatever. And Pumpkin's like, okay, same thing. So then eventually she started telling us what her and the Candyman be doing. And I'm like, whoa, wait a minute. So I'm like, Dumbo, you do realize this is just a little fling, a little whoop-de-whoop, right? Like, y'all are not serious, especially like in your predicament. Because Dumbo had us all thinking that she was pregnant. I don't know if she's pregnant or not, but I really do think that girl was lying about her pregnancy. Okay, real talk. If she wasn't, she wasn't. If she was, shame on her. But yeah, I do believe that she was lying. So, I'm like, hold on. You do realize this is like a little fling or whatever. Okay, like, this is not serious. Like, you know. And she's like, yeah, I'm not serious. Like, you know, I'm having a little fun. I'm like, okay. So I'm like, do not get attached, especially in your predicament. Like, you are pregnant. Like, if you're gonna get serious with this dude, you need to tell him that you're pregnant. Right. She didn't tell him, but okay. Whatever. Fast forward some more. They break up and she wanna act like she all heartbroken. I'm like, bruh, I told you it was a whoop-de-whoop. But whatever. You can't tell people nothing. But in the midst of, like, before breaking up, I guess when they was on that little honeymoon phase, she would get the Candyman to give her a ride back to her house because Pumpkin did not have a car. Okay, her abusive boyfriend or his mother will bring her to from school or whatever she gotta go. So she is mixing the Candyman and the regular main abuser together. I'm like, how you gonna get the Candyman to drop you off at home? Are you dumb or are you stupid? Oh. So yeah, that part, like, that's just, she just be doing dumb stuff. And then when I act all sad when things don't work out in her favor, I'm like, well, girl, you literally brought this upon yourself. So then, this is not in the timeline. I don't know when this happened, but this did happen. So I'm gonna tell you about an almost altercation. already. So I briefly mentioned Goldie earlier, right? So Goldie was finna have an altercation with somebody else in the class, okay? And that was personal, and it almost spilled over into like class life, right? And Goldie was really finna do something. So Goldie bucking, she's doing the absolute most, and she is being the aggressor, okay? So now the other person is getting riled up, and it's like, you know, whatever, if you want to do something, do something. Goldie always was seen as the aggressor. Like, Goldie is very misunderstood, okay? Like, Goldie can feel however way that she wants to feel, right? But like, people, I understand why Goldie was doing the things that she's doing, but people was like outside, like, yeah, oh, she's angry, she's crazy, this, that, and third. So of course, when she started bucking, the teacher's like, Goldie, you go over there, I'm finna get the officer. Fast forward, the officer there quick, fast, in a hurry, and he's holding Goldie back, and Goldie is like, oh, I don't need no officer, like, I can walk away, like, why you got the officer on? Hot mess. They trying to calm it down, but we're in the midst of that hot mess. Tootsie Roll and Lollipop will come in our class talk about some, oh my god, what's happening, just basically being messy. We don't know, okay? We don't know why Goldie got an issue, but that's not your business. I thought you don't like us. If you don't like us, why you worry about what we doing? Okay? But y'all need to keep that same another one bites the dust energy and amen and wait. Like, you need to go to your class. Like, why you exiting your class to figure out what's going on with my class? Like, I didn't like that, but they some idiots. Alright, as Goldie is being restrained by the officer or being held back, Dusty start arguing with Goldie. Dusty, why you arguing with Goldie? Dusty had nothing to do with it at all. Okay, it was between Goldie and the other person. Okay, that's that on their personal issues. Here come Dusty. Like, Dusty always got to be involved. She always want to be starting something. So Dusty starts saying, yeah, I'm really, yeah, this, that, and third. And I'm like, Dusty, go sit down. Like, this lady getting restrained back from the officer. She don't care. Not only that, Goldie will really do something. Like, for real, Goldie is a fighter. Alright, Dusty can't do nothing with Goldie at all. At all. I'm telling y'all. So, yeah. Okay, so then later on that day, Goldie calls my phone and tell me everything. Okay, everything that happened between her and the lady. Alright. So then, alright, so our class information, the ski peoples, okay, we knew about Goldie's situation. So Goldie been told us as in ski that she did not have a car. That was public information, okay? And Goldie wasn't the only one that was without a car. Like, several people called rides, okay? Like, either you get to school or you don't. But Goldie admitted that, okay? So, but that's not big a deal. As long as you do what you gotta do, you good. Alright? Goldie tells me on my phone that Dusty was talking trash about her, saying that Debbie need to go get her a car. And I'm like, okay, I could see why Goldie was that upset, because Goldie ultimately thought people was just playing with her. And then for Dusty, somebody who not even in the class at all, want to put their 2 cents in, like, Goldie had every right to be upset, especially something personal, talking about something, oh yeah, that be need to get her a car. Goldie, who are you? Not Goldie. Dusty, who are you? Like, you gonna buy a car for her? You gonna take her to school? Like, why you gotta say something? You just need to stay in your place. That's what Dusty feels, staying in her freaking place. Okay? And to like come say that to somebody, why? I'm telling her, she weird. And Dusty don't know Goldie. She don't. Yes, Rue, she don't. So whatever. That was on that. So fast forward the Halloween party. So Halloween does last day of October. So my class, the ski people, we was already trying to plan a Halloween party just because the ski peoples always has some random party. Okay, like that's just our thing. Like one day Dumbo just bought in donuts, or like we was having like really busy work days and whatnot, somebody would just order a pizza and have it delivered. Like we did that several times. We will DoorDash for each other. That's just what we do, okay? We gonna make sure we eat. That's just us and Ski. I don't know what the idiots do. I don't care what they do, but Ski do what they do, okay? So we was already planning a Halloween party. So our original Halloween party, we were trying to see like what people like, what people dislike, and we was probably gonna like order from a near restaurant and then just have it, just somebody go get it or like have it delivered. 1 second, I'm back. So yeah, we was originally gonna order food, but as we trying to like gather the class around, here comes Dusty barging in our class talking about some, are we gonna have a Halloween party or not? Like, I don't know what you do. I really don't care. I know my class, we have a party every single year, and we bring food, and if you don't bring, you don't eat, and if you don't put in, we don't eat. So who's bringing what? So me, as in Ashley, I'm confused because I'm all like, who is this girl? I don't like when people try to force themselves on you. Like, if I don't like you, I don't like you. And not only that, like, I don't know you from a can of paint. You mean nothing to me. Like, just point blank period. You mean nothing to me, okay? Like, who you talking to? Who are you talking to? And the rest of my class, they eating it up like, oh, okay, Dusty's here. Let's listen what she got to say. Not Ashley. Ashley can give a flying you know what about Dusty. Because she always come at people the wrong way. I don't like that. Come correct. But anyway, so yeah, she barges in. Okay, so mind you, whatever Dusty did last year, that was last year. Okay, the year we was there, that's the new year. Whatever you and your class do is what your class do. I'm like, you can't have no annual Halloween party in Cosmetology school because technically you're not supposed to be there every single Halloween. What you did last year is last year, okay? If your class cook, fine, y'all can cook. My class was gonna do whatever we do, but you just force you and your ideas upon us. It's like, ugh. But I'm really good on point with my notes. Like, I don't even have to look at them that much. So then Dusty goes to the whiteboard, right, and start writing people's names and all, and what they bring in, and just like acting like she's somebody she not. Okay. Mind you, okay, let me tell you how stupid this girl, because I'm gonna break it down like a fraction how dumb this girl who thinks she knows everything and she's not. So mind you, her class don't like my class. How in the world we gonna have some big old party? We not finna sing Kumbaya. Y'all said, y'all be the idiots, said day one, pretty much told us, we don't like y'all. Even though y'all physically ain't said out your mouth, that was the vibes given. We don't like y'all, okay? Keep the same energy. If you don't like nobody, why would you have a party with them? And no, this is not no peacemaking party. This is not no laying the law down party. No, we can care less about your party. We was already planning our own party. That's for one. For two, not everybody was even there, okay? Like, we had people missing from our class. We always did. But still, like, even the main people who will show up to our class, they was missing. And people from her class was even there too. So how you going to gather around people and the people who need to be there not even there? Okay. 3, a few of the girls in both classes got the same name and nickname. And I just told y'all some of them people wasn't there. So it's like, how you going to say somebody's going to bring something and they not even here? Or like, you're not putting another nickname or a last name. Like, if somebody see their name, they go be like, I didn't tell y'all I'm bringing this, that, and third. Like, it's just discombobulated, organized, but you can't tell grown folk nothing. So yeah, I don't even know what number I said. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so number 4, my class is already big. Okay, originally my class was supposed to have like 20 something people up in there. 20 ultimately showed up. 2 dropped, like they been dropped, which means my class had a good 18 people, as in the skis. You mean to tell me 18 people gonna bring something? We're not even talking about Dusty's class. So with Dusty's class, that is 20 something people. That's a lot of food for everybody to be bringing, dummy. But can't tell grown folk nothing. So yeah, So Dusty caught herself going around the room, asking what people bring in, and whenever they said, "Oh, I'm bringing this," she gotta have a conversation with them, be it a speech or adding her 2 cents and this, that, and third. Like, girl, if you wanted to be a freaking school teacher, you should have done that instead of doing cosmetology. Because honestly, you need to be in a kindergarten class, just like telling people what to do. Kindergarten's gonna listen to you. Grown people not. So I'm ignoring it. Okay, all I hear is womp, 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 womp. I'm just standing there working on my hair. And then as I'm working on my hair, I'm calculating what I'ma bring, because if about 20 something people gonna bring something, what am I gonna bring? You can only bring so much stuff. Like, you only can have so much sandwiches and so much brownies. Like, that don't even make sense. But whatever. So then Dusty, I guess she gets to me, and she is like, okay, so what she bringing? Mind you, Dusty don't know my name. And I'm like, I don't know, I'm still thinking. And then she's like, oh, okay, because I thought you was ignoring me. Like, and I didn't like the way you was acting to stand third. I don't care. I act the way I act to stand on. My bad. I don't like you. I stand on not liking you. I'm not finna give you my undivided attention. I don't give a F who you are. So yeah. So Dusty's still on her speeches and whatnot. I guess the end of this ridiculous meeting, and she was like, okay, this is that. Everybody ain't say nothing. You gonna put in whatever chicken. And then she specifically said, I guess her getting a haircut. She's like, oh yeah, she being me is gonna put in for some chicken. Like, she's like, yeah, she gonna put in on chicken. First of all, what you not gonna do is tell me what I'm gonna do with my money. That's no. So I'm like, oh no, F her. Like, Says who? Man, forget that. You better find somebody for you to play with. So I ended up bringing homemade Rice Krispie treats, okay? Because I decided as an Ashley that I'm gonna make homemade Rice Krispie treats. Nobody else is gonna do that, and I'm not finna give nobody my money. I don't give randoms my money. So yes, that's why I ended up bringing. Okay, my class originally wanted Blue Star chicken. That's what we was originally gonna decide. Like, we was gonna decide if we was getting Blue Star chicken or Cane's. All right. Dusty had to barge herself in, turn it all around, make it about her, and was all like, I don't like Blue Star chicken, I like Red Star chicken, and we're getting Red Star chicken. So yeah, Red Star chicken is way more expensive than Blue Star chicken, and Red Star chicken is not all that. Like, we could have saved so much time, energy, and money by just going to Blue Star, but no, it would have to be Dusty's ways, and they just allowed the witch to do it. So that's on them. So Dusty passed her soak up son to Pumpkin, because it's like, who's responsible up in here? Because I can't get 2 classes together. Like, I gotta get my class together. So who's the responsible one in here? So I guess Dusty picked Pumpkin, because Dusty does like Pumpkin, and everybody's like, Pumpkin can have it because we're not finna be eating on this. So the baton was passed to Pumpkin. So I guess when they started doing chicken orders and whatnot, you'll just have to give it to Pumpkin or whatnot. And I think ultimately Pumpkin did order the chicken and told somebody to get it. And no, it wasn't nobody at Dusty's class. It's my class, okay? Everything's on my class. So the teacher is all like, I don't care what y'all do, but I do not want 2 separate parties. That's on that. But yeah, y'all do what y'all gotta do. Just know that work better be done. But we're like, okay, that's cool, we get it. Ultimately, it was 2 separate parties. Because, bruh, it's 2 separate classes. They class, the idiots said day 1, we don't like y'all. I'm like, dang, how you don't like us before you can meet us? Oh, but okay, keep that same energy. And yes, our party, the MI class party, was better than idiots' parties, okay? We had our food, we was watching our Netflix, we was good, and they was outside sad and lonely. But you made that bridge. You made that bed. You lying. So as we get closer to Halloween, I was getting a little bit behind myself. I just went to the party time. But like, as we get closer to Halloween, mind you, we never had that much time to like plan the party at all. Like, and days go by fast. Like, we probably had a week before to plan the party. And in my case of a week, 5 days. So, Dusty wanna act like she lost all hope because her idiotic class didn't want to cooperate. I guess Dusty likes to so-called tell us what to do and stuff because she can't necessarily do that with her class because they a bunch of idiots. However, not all this stuff done fell on Pumpkin. And Pumpkin was like, what you mean they don't want to cooperate? You mean to tell me I'm stressing myself out trying to get all this for the party and stuff? You supposed to be helping me in your class making out. You know what? Forget that. It's not your party no more. It's my party. I'm like, okay, yeah, Pumpkin, as you should. But like, hey, I was trying to tell y'all we should do it my way, as in Ashley's way. But no, y'all let Dusty take over. And now Dusty done fumbled. And so now it's in Pumpkin's hands. And Pumpkin's finna have a... I'm not gonna say mental breakdown because Pumpkin actually did what needed to be done. But Pumpkin got unnecessary stress. And that's unfortunate. But hey, that's how it worked out. So Dusty class didn't want to cooperate, but let me tell you why they didn't want to cooperate. It was because of Bad Apple. Okay, Bad Apple been not like this, that's fine. But when Bad Apple say she not doing nothing, she not doing nothing. And Lollipop and Tootsie Roll, they like water. They go with the flow. They don't got brains of their own. So I guess they was siding with Bad Apple. And I heard, okay, Dusty said this herself. Oh yeah, my class don't really mess with y'all class because of Dinosaur. We don't like Dinosaur. I don't know what Dinosaur did to them. They just can't go off that one person to not like a class, because that's like me not liking the class because I don't like Dusty. But real talk, I know my reason why I don't like them idiots, and that's what they idiots. Dinosaur not a valid reason. Not only that, Dinosaur halfway showed up. So you mean to tell me the class ain't like the class, your class, be it the idiots did not like Ski because of Dinosaur, and Dinosaur barely was there? Come on now. Y'all pathetic. Fast forward to the party. I think the party was alright. It was decent. Like, people brought their little stuff. I guess they put in or whatnot. I don't care. I brought what I need to be brought because I've been blocking a lot of stuff off. I got my little food or whatever. I didn't touch Dusty food at all because Dusty wanted to make rotel so bad. So, but yeah, I make a good rotel. Matter of fact, if you don't put it on the chicken, you can put it on the rotel groceries. I'm like, girl, forget you. If you want money, just say that. And you ain't getting it from me. Like, come on now. And some people was eating it up. Like, one of the girls, Dumbo, to be exact, Dumbo was like, I was going to make motel, but like, I'll give you groceries for your hotel and this down there. I'm like, that's between y'all. But I'm like, you gonna need your stronger head on your shoulders. Like, come on now, think with your brain. So let me tell you about the group chat part 2. So at this point, it's like November, okay? And at the point to November, nobody likes Dinosaur at all. Like, Dinosaur really got the whole class against her. The only person really in her corner is Dinosaur Jr. And that ain't nobody. And Dumbo's so wishy-washy. Like, it's really Dinosaur against us. Hold on. And then I'm gonna get into stuff. Alright, yeah. It's really Dinosaur against us against Dinosaur. So Dinosaur even started telling whatever to Dinosaur Jr. because it's her only friend. So Dinosaur Jr. got whatever perception of us. And ultimately, it's really Dinosaur not liking Pumpkin for whatever reason. Dinosaur will always like not show up to class. Like, it was the norm for you to be in class and not see Dinosaur, and she was there. It's like, oh, you here, but there's always be some mess. Like, nobody will be excited to see her. So, Dinosaur, however, even though she missed class, she will always be in that group chat talking about, oh yeah, send me the notes for the day and what chapter are we on. Now, my class, like the way the teacher teaches, she doesn't necessarily go by the book. Like, of course, whatever she says is in the book, but it's not like, oh guys, today in chapter 3 and we're moving in chapter 4. No, it's not. Okay, it's chapter 4 and chapter 24, and then chapter 17. That's that, and it'll be like parts and parts. Like, that's just how she taught. So it got to a point that there will be days that like we would just not take notes. Like it will be more so hands-on working on your mannequin, or just verbal tests. Like she'd be like, don't use your notes at all, I'm asking you a question, you better answer it, right? So since the class as a whole didn't like Dinosaur, we decided not to send her the notes at all. We was like, we sick of it, because she would not show up and ask for notes. Like, who does that? Okay. And yes, Dinosaur did have stuff going on in her life, but we're not obligated to give you notes. Like, as a student, you gotta get it how you live. And if your classmates don't want to give you notes, you better read whatever yourself, or ultimately ask the teacher. Be like, hey teacher, what did I miss? Like, what chapter should I look at? That's what you need to be asking, not us. So yeah. And Dino had the audacity to be picky with her notes. Like, this is a Dinosaur trait. This is how she is. Like, I gave her my notes several times. Like, before I decided like that I don't mess with Dino. It was even several times. Like, I used to put my notes in the group chat, but like even before like I said I don't mess with Dino, I would like physically give her my notebook. Like, here's my notes. She ain't want my notes. She liked specific people notes. Well, when the specific people decided not to give her notes, she had an issue. So yeah, and by this time she's desperate for notes. And I'm like, she ain't getting no more notes from me, because why is so picky? Notes is notes. Then Dinosaur got to the group chat and I was like, would y'all please give me the notes? Basically begging. Nobody gave her notes. So then she's like, oh, I get it, y'all against me. Well, yeah, I don't need y'all. Just know that y'all gonna need somebody one day. Just saying stuff. I'm like, baby, what you saying don't make no sense. Like, we don't need you. We show up to class. Not only that, we know how to self-advocate. Okay? Like, that's on you. So, but she kept bugging our phones. Like, I told you, like, other people, they got lives. I have a Mac, so if I'm studying or whatnot, it's ding-a-ding-a-ding. And I'm like, bro, I don't want to ding-a-ding-a-ding right now. So, one of the classmates, we gonna call her Hippie, okay? She told her basically everything I just said. And was like, okay, look, nobody's giving you notes no more. Okay, you're very disrespectful. We're done. And truth be told, we didn't take no notes. Okay, if we must read the book, read chapter 15. Dino got mad at her response. So she was like, who are you supposed to be? I don't expect this from you. Matter of fact, you're lying. I'm like, girl, how is she lying? Hippie literally show up all of the time. So then Hippie cut back and told Dino about her stuff, and then she graciously left the group chat. I'm like, oh, get a Hippie, that's what you do. So then the other classmates started defending Hippie as well, put in their 2 cents, and Dino goes berserk. Okay? And then she started cursing, calling us fake, talking about some, yeah, you need to pull up, here's my address, here's my date of birth, what? And we're like, bruh, why are you sending us all this information? We do not need this information. Like, don't nobody want to fight you. It's not worth fighting over no dang on notes. Like, you mad because it's true. So, several people took screenshots of what Dinosaur was telling us. Like, the whole group chat, everything. They sent stuff to the teacher that night. Fast forward that morning, people showed up early and we was gonna walk together in groups because Dinosaur is crazy. We didn't know if she was gonna show up early, want to start something, catch us outside. We didn't know, okay? But she never showed up because, like, the first time she did all that rah-rah, nothing, zilch, nada. So yeah. So the teacher immediately, when she got there, and the teacher already get there early, she said, okay, you guys, just steady do something. I gotta file this report. I'm like, ooh, not the report. So she filing her report. Reports take long. And some of the students that Dinosaur did threaten, they started writing their little statements. I'm like, ooh, there that goes. And yeah, we never saw Dinosaur Jr. again. And that's on that. So yeah, so those are my story times from the first semester. Tea was spilled. Okay, I'll most definitely be back. This is not being posted after graduate. But yeah, thank you. I hope you enjoyed the vault. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching. Love y'all. Bye.